Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Hi, you cats and kittens. It's Monday morning and you're on your way to work. Let's hope your car glides down that highway like ramen is gliding in and out of Ashmel's hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, ramen and Ashmel. What would we do without these two?
They're back, babe. They're
Ugh,
back.
they're
so
back.
happy. So
Guys,
happy.
welcome to Little Miss Recap. I'm Amye Archer. I'm here with Amanda, and we are talking our favorite chit show today, as always.
Couple to throuple.
Couple to Throuple.
Or
And
is
you
it-
know
or-
what? I
What?
hope it starts your week off
I
nicely.
do too. I hope this is just the balm that gets you ready for your work week. It will be for me. That's for dang sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me, because I don't have a job.
That's okay. Well,
Right.
you might have something important to do tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Let me hold
Look
on.
at
Let
your
me on
calendar.
air check my calendar. Wait, hold on. So today we're recording this Sunday to I have to take my girls to the doctor's at 2:15.
Okay. I mean, that's
Okay.
important.
Okay.
That's
All right.
important.
So
Yeah,
that's a thing. That's a
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
there you are.
Guys, we can't get enough of this show. If there's not a season 2, I need all the backdoor friends to riot in the streets.
Go on a letter writing campaign. Write
Mhm.
some very strongly worded letters. Are any of you attorneys? Just put on that attorney voice.
Listen, forget about immigration, climate change, gun reform. We need all our energy behind Couple to Throuple season 2.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All those other causes, they'll work themselves out.
They're not going anywhere. Those causes will still be there 10 years from now. Cup to Thrup, on the other
The
hand,
planet will
could
still be
die.
on fire in 5 years. Don't worry about it.
We just need couple to thruple. That's all we need. Cup to Thrup is the balm that we need for
It really is.
these trying times.
It really is.
This period of life.
So, Amanda, I'm thinking we have 2 more episodes or 1 more.
This is 9, so we only have
I
one
think
more,
1 more,
supposedly.
right? 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to see how and who won polyamory.
So, I'm thinking what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk this out on air.
Cool.
Is the final episode will drop Thursday. I'm thinking we need to get it out on the weekend. We can't wait till Monday.
No.
So it's got to come out Saturday or Sunday. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. We'll
We'll get
have
it
you.
done.
We'll have you covered. If there's a reunion, I will kiss the ground.
Oh my God. I would be so happy. I
Mhm.
don't think we get to be that lucky this year.
Yeah, maybe
I just
not.
don't feel like it.
Maybe not.
But
But
need to
stay
see.
tuned, because next week we're going to be coming at you with Seeking Sister Wife. And I'm so excited. And I'm
I'm so
throwing that on
excited.
the free feed for everybody, because we all
Yes.
need it. We all need
Oh
it.
my God, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
And
good.
I just want to take a minute too to say, everybody who signed up for Patreon, thank you so much.
thank
Patreon,
you.
Supercast, and Apple subscriptions, because you keep the podcast going and allow us to do more fun stuff on the free feed.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
thank you so much. You are the
Wind beneath our
the
wings.
you're the Ashmel behind our ramen.
Ah,
Mm.
you're the thing that keeps us going.
Yes. Yes.
How much of Ashmel's day is spent just corralling and keeping ramen on the straight and narrow? He's got to be tired, Amy.
I bet.
Ramen's a lot.
I bet.
It's a lot to manage.
So, full disclosure, I don't have a ton of notes for this episode,
Okay.
because they go and meet with their families, and I just kind of took some random notes. But
I
there's not...
enjoyed the twist of meeting your families. First of all, they flew all their families there, Amy.
Okay, can we talk about Hulk's father?
Sure can.
He looks just like him.
Uh-huh.
You know what he looks like? Hold on, it's coming to me. So it's a Marvel character. So Hulk is Hulk, and I feel like he's... I was going to say, I feel like he's older Hulk. Yes, Amy, that's how parenting works.
That is how parenting works. Your girls are younger and you are older. That's how that works, generally
But
speaking.
he looks like it'll come to me.
Okay.
But he just looks like a carbon copy of Hulk, just aged a little more. Like, I look different than my girls. They resemble me,
Right.
But
Right.
hopefully they don't look like me when they're 89. Hopefully, they look like themselves. But like Hulk's dad looks like he just like jizzed out a carbon copy of himself.
Or as my mother would say, he just spit and there was like he's spitting image. He just and there he
Yes.
is.
Yes, there he
That
is.
is what
Yep.
happened with
It's
Hulk's dad.
wild. It's wild.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then Lauren's mom was there, and I'm like, are these two hooking up?
I know what, but they've been together for like 7 years. It's distinctly possible that their parents have a friendship
Mm-hmm.
happening on your mug.
I still say, oh, this is baby girl Lisa.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. My
Oh,
sister bought this mug for me. Yeah.
oh my god, that's amazing. Okay.
I still say it would have added something to the show. A missed opportunity to
Yes,
have those two go back to the resort and bang.
that would have been great.
Oh my
That would
god.
have
Oh
been
my
great.
god. Like a combo of MILF Manor.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
last night we were watching. We're in the middle of season 2 of Sister Wives, and it
Mm-hmm.
was where they go up to the ranch to paint, and McKelty falls off the horse, and instead
Mm-hmm.
of taking her to a doctor, they take her to a chiropractor. We'll just let that part go. But
Oh,
it led to
that
a
happened to Elizabeth Taylor, which then led to her the set of Blue Velvet, she fell off the
ah,
horse, which led
okay.
to her lifelong pain problems
Oh,
and addiction. Hmm.
okay, there you go.
Anyway, go on. And it
Okay,
also
yeah.
happened to Nikki Newman on Young and the Restless, and that's why
Well,
she became an
yes,
alcoholic. But anyway, go on.
of course.
Hmm.
Um, but then it became this interesting conversation of like step parents, siblings, and all that, because Janelle and Cody are step siblings
Yes,
and
yes.
marrying and all of that. And I feel like this would be a corollary to that of the parents going to bang it out.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get on that.
We got there. We got
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is Couple to Throuple, season 1, episode 9, Acceptance. Really? Does anyone accept what's happening here?
No, no.
So, as you guys remember, last episode they all had those surprise dates and had couples sprung on them.
Right.
And
Where they had to
um
defend their actions to someone they wronged,
s-
basically.
what is that movie with Al Brooks? Is it This Is Your Life or
Defending
Defending
your
Your Life?
life.
Yeah.
This is like defending your
Mhm.
life. That is a fantastic movie, folks, if you've never
It
seen
really
it.
is. It really is. So, how about last night, right? You know how I told you I have a weird knowledge of movies in a very specific time period though?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, and it's because my mother worked at a movie theater, so like I knew all the movies that were
Mhm,
out and stuff.
mhm.
Timmy was talking about a band, the old 97s, and he was like, "Oh, I
Oh, I like
love
them.
them."
I like
And
them
he
too.
said, "You know where I first saw them in that bowling movie?" And I go, "Oh, Kingpin with Woody Harrelson?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "When would that have been out?" I said, "I'm going to guess 96." It was 1996.
Wow.
And he's like, "Yeah, they were in that." I'm like, "Oh, never saw it." He goes, "Wait a minute. You knew who was in it, what it was called, and when it came out, but you never saw it." I'm like, "No,
Correct.
never saw it."
Correct.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
He goes, "It takes place in Scranton, Pennsylvania." I'm
Oh,
like,
I didn't
"Oh,
know
yeah,
that.
never saw it." Okay.
Mm, okay. I never saw it either.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's an aside.
Okay.
So, now they're all coming into the lanai
Mhm.
with the singles, and everybody's like, "This is real weird." And
Yeah.
everybody's sitting around the sofas. Scott and Dr. Shemaya Moore are there. And I feel like I don't know why I just had this visual of them being lower. Are they sitting on the floor? Or are they sitting on like fitness balls
They
or
might be.
beanbags?
Beanbags, maybe. This is set up in a weird way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the tension is real heavy.
No one's
And
having a good day is really what it
Scott
boils down to.
Scott says, "Guess what, guys? Now you're gonna have to make a final decision. You're gonna have a final swap." Dun, dun,
Dun, dun,
dun.
dun.
Okay, Hulk and Lauren go first. And they're like, "We're so happy that we got to clear up that misunderstanding that Mia thought that we wanted to fuck her, but really we just wanted to like hold her hand.
Right, of course.
I don't understand what's happening." And then they decide they're going to stay with Jess. And now I don't know if you caught this, but after they decide they stay with Jess, Jess gets up and she starts to come over to them. And Hulk's like, "Oh yeah," and he's rubbing Mia's back. "Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Mia.
I'm getting
Oh, I'm
goosebumps.
sorry you didn't think this was physical." It's real fucking weird. And then he does the like, ooh, like Pikachu face, like he was
Right.
caught rubbing Mia's back, and then he hugs Jess.
So weird.
So weird.
I feel so bad for Mia. Also, though, notice that Lauren now has the tinsel in her hair like Mia.
Yep. Yep. Does she have the sparkles in her belly? Who knows?
She might have sparkles. I forgot about the
You
sparkles
know
in
what
her
it
belly.
is? You know what it
What?
is? Oh god, it's gonna get real gross, guys.
Okay.
Just fast forward 30 seconds.
Oh.
I wonder if that's Hulk's jizz in her belly, right? And it's all puff and like blanks because it's so full of whey protein. That's like
Maybe.
sparking and just,
And
puffing in there.
it makes tinsel come in your hair?
No, it makes sparkles in your belly.
Oh, that's where the
Yes,
sparkles in the I was
yes,
thinking that somehow
yes.
it was related to the
Almost
tinsel. They're
like,
separate.
M80s. It's like
Oh, yeah.
M80s in there.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
pew, 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 pew. Yes, very
Okay,
much like
we got
that.
a review, guys, that was like, somebody was laughing about us going pew pew pew, hot dog, gun belt. I'm like, Amanda, do you know what this is
I
in
don't know what
reference
we're
to? I
talking
can't
about.
remember.
Can't either. But thank
I
you for
don't
the
know.
lovely review. It was
Yes,
great.
I don't even know if it was you and I. It might have been me and Jenny. I don't know. Or me and
Right.
Steph. I have no idea.
I have no
One of
idea
us was
either.
going pew pew pew. I feel like that's us,
I feel like that's us too, but I
but
don't
who
know.
knows? Okay.
Oh.
So Roshmel now. Ashley, listen to me. Yes, Ashley is nervous because they don't want to see Jonathan go back into his nightmare. They're like, Jonathan, you finally got free.
Right.
Stay
Don't go
with
back.
us.
Don't go back to that well.
Ramen
Except go
says,
back to that well because then we're gonna have hot sex.
oh, yeah. Ramen says, we were all finally able to be honest with one another today.
Yes.
And it was a really good day. And we decide we're going to swap. And Frank starts to cry.
I know. I'm really upset about Frank,
Justice for
Amy.
Frank.
Can we take Frank?
I mean, Frank is hot. He's not going to have any problem picking
No,
up more
Frank can get
guys.
laid, but I feel like
But
we could just cuddle Frank and hold him and help him
I
heal.
know.
Mhm.
Frank's gonna go home and watch this and be like, I really dodged a
I
bullet.
touched both these people are a fucking nightmare.
Jonathan agrees to swap and he wants to pursue something with the boys as well. He
Mhm.
just can't quit them. He can't quit these two.
You can't I'm telling you, it's a Brokeback Mountain situation.
Frank is very emotional and in a confessional, he starts to cry, but he's very gracious in the moment and says he would never block their feelings and prevent them from exploring further with Jonathan.
Frank's a good dude. Frank's
I
too
wrote
good
he's
for
a
this
sweet baby angel.
He is.
Yes.
He's too good for
Mhm.
this nonsense.
He basically says in his confessional, like, I was at the right spot at the wrong time.
Mhm.
Now, Ashley's disappointed because, and I don't know if you've noticed this, Amanda, but they've picked up a new term. They've been leaning in.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. They've been leaning in. Have you been
Mhm.
leaning in to
It's a
a couple of
lot of
throuple?
leaning in. There's a lot
I've
of leaning
I've been
in.
leaning into it.
I'm not just leaning into it, I'm lying on top of it.
Uh, I might be too by the end of this. So, she's disappointed because they've been leaning in. In a confessional, they say Jonathan deserves better. And, this is pretty much a hostage situation over there. And we're
Mhm.
not great, but we're better than that.
I feel like that's almost everyone's mantra here is like, okay, we are a hot mess, but we're not as much of a hot mess as someone else.
Yes.
That's kind of how
Yes.
they're making themselves feel better.
Similar to what Ed and Liz were talking about on Last Resort.
Correct. That
Yes.
they were not as fucked up as everybody else,
Which they
but
were more so.
more so.
hmm
The only thing I'm excited about HEA is watching their relationship explode.
They're not together, right?
No, they are not together.
Okay. Yeah, I might need to watch that.
Yeah, I want to watch them fall apart.
Okay. I
Justice for Liz.
understand. I understand why some people don't cover them,
Mhm.
but I feel like that gives him a pass. I want to rip
Agreed.
that motherfucker to shreds. I want to
Exactly.
cover him, call out his terrible behavior, and put
Mhm.
it on display for the world to see.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay, so they talk a little bit about their date with Darian. Darian says she would like to date all four of them, and Brittany's like, "What?
I did not approve of that.
She doesn't like surprises."
Where's the rainbow wig? We
I-
need serious
She
rainbow
needs
wig business.
flaming red, like almost like a dead Elmo over her
Oh,
head. That's what she
yes.
needs now.
Yes. Yes. The flayed skin of Elmo.
Why couldn't I just say red fur? Why did Elmo have to die?
I don't know. But you just killed Elmo.
Oh my god! So they can't have Jonathan. They can't have Darian. They're like, what are we gonna do? We can't not bang anybody tonight. We need something.
We
Is there a
can't not
toy
be
around? Let me
chosen.
look around. Let me look around. This was me in gym class. Let
Oh,
me
yeah.
look around. Let me look around. Oh, yeah. Okay. Becca. Yeah.
Great. We'll take her
So
back.
Becca's like, okay, well, I'm coming. All right. I'm unpacking again. Looks like I'm
They're
back, bitches.
They're like, they were fun to bang. I'll do that. Why not?
So now we get to Shitney, and Shitney's like, I'm not going to lie. This was real crappy. that Darian went
Mhm.
on a date with them. And can we have some time to talk about it, Scott? Scott doesn't know what to do because this is a wrench thrown into everything. What do you mean? You want to talk?
Scott's like, we did not anticipate this in this setup. Oh, yeah, you guys can go talk. Sure.
Yeah, he's like, go over there by the fireplace and talk
Right.
and whisper fight. Go ahead. So,
Who amongst us hasn't done a good whisper fight in front
oh
of
my
people?
God. I love a good whisper fight.
Swear to God, if you don't stop it, I'm gonna kill you.
So Sean says to Sanu, we never got to check you off our list to see if you would work with us or not. Oh my God. How about I put you on the list of assholes, Sean?
Right. I'm
Check, check.
sorry. I'm sorry. We didn't, switch you in enough, so we don't know.
It's so
Fuck
gross.
you.
And in this moment, what's even more gross is Shitney's kind of like, we might pick Sanu, and Darian panics, and she's like,
Mhm.
then I might need to change my mind. And then you see Mashley, and they're like, oh, wait a minute,
Wait
we
a
might
minute.
have to trade Becca in. It's real gross. It's
It
real
oh,
gross.
it
There,
is.
the objectification during this ceremony in particular has
Is so
risen to a whole
bad.
new level.
I thought for a while they were not objectifying as much because these were starting to be people. Nope,
Mm-mm.
out the
Nope.
window.
No. Mm-mm.
Nope. These are just people to slide into a slot,
Mm-hmm.
literally.
And um, where am I? Oh, Becca's like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. And Ashley says, if Brittany and Sean decide to swap Darian out, we're gonna need to talk to Scott again.
Yes, we are.
Sean and Brittany are upset because they don't like the idea. So their beef with Darian is that she wants to be open and they don't know if they're ready to be open. And she keeps saying she wants to be open but closed, but blah, 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 blah. So they come back and they've announced, you know what? We have the receipt. We're keeping our toy.
Yeah,
Darian's
we're
staying
good.
with us.
We're good with
Mhm.
Darian now.
Sean says, but we still have shit we need to talk through. Okay. That night they're going back to the rooms. And the boys, Ashmel runs in and hides Frank's picture behind
Uh-huh.
theirs.
As if Jonathan doesn't know that Frank was there not 10 minutes ago.
I
Like, we're not
know. And
hiding anything.
Jonathan sees it and calls it out. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what are you trying to hide this picture from me?" Like it's
It's
tacky.
weird. It's weird.
Becca confronts Mashley about feeling like she's a third choice, and they're just in the shower together and they're ignoring her.
Mhm. Mhm.
And they're overly upset about not having time with Jonathan. And they say this to her.
Yeah.
They should have Scott gave them the opportunity to not pick anyone. That's what they needed to do and
Yeah.
talk about this.
Exactly. But no. No, instead I feel
Becca
bad for
says, like,
Becca.
were my feelings ever a consideration? And Mashley tells the camera, this sucks for Becca. And we're trying
Mhm.
not to be upset. Well, if you thought about Becca, then you should have went back to the resort as just a couple.
Right. Like, if you
Hmm.
actually gave a shit, you would have handled this differently, but you did not, so you do not.
So now remember, Sean and Brittany made this big thing about they're keeping Darian. I
Mhm.
think they're keeping her just to torture her because
I
they
think
go
so too.
back and Sean wants to talk her out, but Brittany completely ices her out. And Brittany says, I'm processing. I'm processing.
Brittany needs a lot of time to process.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. But she doesn't want to talk.
No.
Her
No.
version of processing has nothing to do with actually communicating.
Right.
It's weird.
Right.
It's very strange.
Sean's talking with Darian. Like I said, Brittany ices her out. But Darian explains, like, every week I was vulnerable. Every week
Mhm.
I sat in that chair and didn't know if you guys were going to pick me or not. And
Yep.
she also says, I'm not the one who set up this date. Dr. Shamar Moore did.
Right, I didn't have a choice.
Right. I was forced to go at gunpoint.
Absolutely. I imagine Shamar Moore has, like, some, like, shivs that she pulls out, and she's like, "You're
Yes.
gonna go."
Yes. And Brittany's still processing, Amanda.
Like I said, there's a lot of processing. Wow, a lot of processing.
Next morning, everyone's exhausted, and guess what? Brittany's still processing.
Mhm.
Is she AOL loading in 1997?
She might be. She might be. She might have gone
Yes, yes. And then your mom picks up the phone, you gotta
Yes,
start all over.
all over again.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then you're in the queue. You're in the queue
Mhm.
waiting to get onto AOL. Mhm.
Exactly. That's where she is right now.
So Maxie's drained, and he's mourning the loss of Jonathan.
He's struggling. He's struggling today.
Becca tells Jonathan that she feels like a toy that Mashley just picked up because he was not available.
Mhm.
Ding, ding, ding.
I want Becca and Jonathan to get together.
Oh my god, me too.
I think they
Yeah.
would be better for each other than any of these other people would be for them.
Meanwhile, by the spa, Mashley is considering whether or not they should talk to Becca. They want her to come to them. Because Amanda, she did say that she was willing to explore things with them.
Of course,
I
of
don't think
course.
she said as a last resort.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think so
If they had traded in Jonathan and picked her, that would have been
either. Mhm.
what she needed to hear.
Yes.
All right. So then the jets turn on and it scares the shit out of them, which I was here for.
I was too. I
Mhm.
enjoyed that. Because
Now
who
it's
amongst us has that not happen to you? You're in some hot tub somewhere and all of a sudden, like, it explodes and you're like, "Whoa, hey, oh,
yes.
hello,
Yes.
hello."
So now it's game night and Scott gives them the night off and lets them get trashed and play games. And there's not much that happens here, but I do have a few notes. So Rashmil asks everyone what they would do differently.
Mhm.
And Hulk says, "Hmm,
Okay.
oh yeah, I got goosebumps. I would take it a little slower. I would just bend her over and bang the shit out of her at the whey protein conference a little slower next time. Let it really get in there deep." Do you know I have that written down? I would bang the shit out of her at the whey protein conference just a little slower. One of these days, I need to make my notes public. They're
Yes.
real wild. So, as I
I'll
said,
never forget
Hulk's
when Mary Payne read your notes. That was amazing.
Oh, that's what I wanna tell everybody. I'm gonna
Oh,
be on
yeah,
Hey Monkey this
you're going
weekend.
back. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
on Friday, I will be with
Mary
MP,
Payne.
and we will be talking single life over there.
Yes,
So,
I'm
Amanda
excited.
and I will be talking to here, then you're gonna hear me talk about it again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, alright.
That's fine.
Okay. So, yeah, when she was reading my notes to Matt Maher, that was
It was
amazing. It
amazing. It
was
was
so
so great.
amazing. Okay. So, Becca says, "Hulk has shown some real growth here. He really
It's pretty
has."
amazing what he's
Mhm,
gone through.
mhm.
The
Yeah.
journey he's been on.
So, Shitney chats with Darian, and they talk about oh, she's done processing. She's
Oh,
done
yeah,
processing.
we're
Okay,
caught
it
up.
took 24 hours. They talk about where they stand and some boundaries, and Darian says it makes sense for them to date openly and see other people. Sean's like, "What does that mean?" And she's like, "Well, we can all date and talk with other people." And he's like, "Oh, okay. All right. So I can bang other chicks. That's all I want to know."
That's it. That's all that matters.
And Darian's kind of like, "Yeah, we could all bang chicks." And they're like, "Okay, we're open. We're open."
Mhm.
Later, they play spin the bottle and they get real into it.
First of all, they're playing spin the bottle with 3 of them.
Yes.
That that
Yes.
you need more for spin the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then Sean and Darian really make out. Brittany and Darian really make out. It gets hot and heavy in there.
It does get hot and heavy in there. I wish we could have had the internal monologue of Brittany watching
Mm.
Sean and Darian make out.
Yeah, because she's like looking at it from all.
Yeah, you can tell
So,
she's like trying to figure out how she feels about
did you
this.
watch True Detective this season?
I have not.
Okay. I'm sure even if you haven't watched it, you may have seen this somewhere on the interwebs
Okay.
that they have a cluster of dead men that are all frozen together in ice.
Oh, okay.
And the way that they're going around and examining it, and they have little brushes and little
Uh-huh.
magnifying glasses. That's what I feel like Brittany was doing when
While they're
Sean
making out.
and Darian were making out.
Okay. I
She
could
was
buy that for a
examining
dollar.
from every angle. She was using a little evidence brush. She was taking pictures,
Trying to feel like
She
how
was
trying to
she
figure out
was
how she felt.
she was really into it. So Becca chats with Mashley and says she feels real shitty and feels like option C. And Mashley says that's super valid. But we
Mhm.
want to reassure you that we're leaning in.
We're leaning in. We're into
They're
this
leaning
now
in. They're
because we
leaning
couldn't
in.
have anyone else.
Mhm.
So we're now into you.
That night, there are 4 to 5 straight minutes of porn. Straight porn.
Straight porn.
It's
And gay
wild.
porn. And gay porn.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I'm
I
not gonna
meant
lie.
straight up porn, but yes, I know what you mean.
Those boys hooking up,
It was wild.
it is sexy as hell.
It
It is
is
hot.
like it's somebody is doing somersaults under there, under that
I
space blanket.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
That I could watch that for a long time in an
Mhm.
interior room. I
Mhm.
could have a whole situation there.
Even Chitney is making out and going at it. It's
Mhm.
wild. Everybody's real horned up.
Well, they've gone through a lot. Now they have to get the energy out.
They've been through it. They've
They've
been
been
through
through
it.
it. It's
Mhm.
been a very difficult month for them, all of them.
Yes, it has.
Mhm,
Yes, it
mhm.
has.
We don't
So
know
the
their
next
names.
morning, the Throuples get to travel to Old Town, Panama. Panama.
Pa Panama. I
Panama.
like how they said, "We're going to Old Town Panama." Not Panama City, just Old
Right.
Town Panama, and I'm
Yes.
like, I mean, I presume you mean city, but
But is there a
okay.
section of it that is called, like,
Probably,
referred to as Old Town?
probably. I mean,
Maybe.
all lots of those towns have old,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So guess what? Friends and family are at these places waiting for them. Dun dun dun.
Imagine you're on your Bang a Third show and you walk into, like, some garden for a dinner, and there's your mom and dad. Oh my god.
So let's do
Oh,
Max Mashley first. So
right,
Mashley, they get there and it's their friends and Maximo's little sister.
right. Which I loved her.
I
She's like,
loved her too.
"My brother's a lunatic. I've been
Yeah.
dealing with this my whole life."
But it seems to go well.
It
Little
does.
sister is suspicious. She's sus. She's like, this is not going to work, but
Mhm.
okay, whatever.
Sure. No, I don't think she objects to it on principle. I think she's just looking at her brother and his girlfriend and going, "Yeah, this is a shit show."
There's a touching moment when she talks about how authentic Maximo is. And
Mhm.
I'm sure for anyone in the queer community who has come out, like that is a really nice thing to hear and a
Mhm.
really reassuring thing to hear is like, you're
Yeah.
authentic and I applaud you and you're brave for being your authentic self. So he was
Yes.
really touched by that.
I
Because
was
don't
too.
forget, he didn't come out until like recently. It's kind of
Very
a new thing.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
And
was
I
really
wonder
nice.
how his parents are. Like, I wonder if maybe his sister is the one who does support him and his parents are like, "We're done with
Maybe.
this." I don't know.
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
I'm glad he has someone who supports him.
Me too. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So, Shitney, okay, their friends are there. And
Mhm.
Brittany's best friend Ike is here to read her for filth.
Yeah.
Brittany's
Yeah.
best friend matches Brittany's energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're both aggro.
And he's like, what is going on with you? Like, you get drunk gay, but you're not gay. So, what is
Mhm.
happening here? What is this about?
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, I guess I'm bi-curious." And then he's like, "I can't believe you're holding Darian's hand and what's happening and you never even hold Sean's hand." And it's a whole
Uh-huh.
thing. And then he's grilling Darian a little bit and he's like, "Do you like them the same?" And Darian's like, "I do kind of like them the same." Does she?
No,
She's into Brittany.
she's into Brittany.
Mhm.
Sean's just this thing she has to put up with to be with Brittany. I don't know why she's into Brittany because Brittany is not a particularly warm and fuzzy, receptive person, but she's
No.
into Brittany.
But
Maybe she has a thing for the rainbow hat. I don't know.
after watching all these singles shows, this Love is Blind, this
Mhm.
season of Married at First Sight, is it any wonder that all women are turning to other women?
Seriously.
I mean, come on. Look what
Not a
you're
good
giving us.
not a good man amongst this group.
Ugh, yikes.
I mean, how many times in my life have I gone, I'm just gonna go date women. That'd
Yeah.
be easier than
Yep.
dealing with these numb
Yep.
nuts.
Yep. So Roshmel, their friends show up
Mhm.
and they notice Jonathan is sweating profusely. Like it's bad. It's bad. And the friends are all like, oh my God, these two. Hold on. When these two go out, they just fuck around those
They
clubs.
fuck around and find out.
They are grabbing people, they are grabbing dicks,
They're making
they're
out.
putting hickeys all over
They kiss
everyone.
everybody
They kiss
everywhere
it.
they
They're
go.
kissing friends. They're kissing anyone who will look at it. It's a real good time in the Windy
Uh-huh.
City. Is it
Eh,
Chi-Town?
yes.
Okay.
Windy
Sorry.
City, yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Jonathan's like, what? Excuse me,
So
what?
Jonathan goes to the bathroom and the one friend is like, how big's his dick? How big's his dick?
It's the important things, you
Yeah,
know.
and Ramen and Ashwell are like, "We're happy. We're
We're fine.
satisfied. It's
We're
good.
good.
It's good. It's
It's
good."
good
And
dick.
like you said, like this is they have amazing sex.
They have those 3 are going at it like no one's business. I'm
They
here for
really are.
that.
They are. And you know what? They're all consenting at this point, so you get yours. Go ahead.
Jonathan does not well, I mean, Jonathan still feels really objectified, but it's different. It's
Yeah,
different.
because he left. He
Mhm.
left and came back. So
Of his own
he
accord.
has a little more
Agency. Not a
agency,
ton.
but not much.
No.
Not much.
No.
Like one tick up from nothing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So now Hulk and Lauren, oh God, his father is him. They even fist pump at some point.
Oh
Like,
god.
oh God, fist bump, fist bump.
Yes.
They fist pump.
Yes. Amy
And
did do the hand motions, just so you all know.
I
We
did.
saw it. Yeah.
I did. So his father's him, he's his father. Dad immediately points out that Jess and Lauren look alike.
Of course.
And Hulk
Well,
is like,
they should
I'm
have seen
not mad
Becca.
at it. I'm not mad at it.
They should have seen Becca. There should have been Becca there. That would have been 3 women who look exactly alike.
Mom this is another in an endless string of disappointments. I mean, first she brought Hulk home, then she married Hulk. Now mom's just like, hey,
Now she's on a
whatever.
show doing this.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't
And
have the
then
energy for Lauren anymore.
yeah, and then Jess is like she's fine. She impresses them, whatever. They're like, whatever.
Jess is lovely. I mean, there's really nothing to object to. She just seems
No.
like a nice person.
No. At one point, Lauren's mom starts to cry, and I could see why. I mean, look what she's sitting next to.
As much as we're, thinking of how proud our parents must be that we're doing this, imagine that's what you're walking in on. At least we're just talking about this.
Oh, I'm 100% confident that my parents tell everyone in their world that their daughter is a podcaster who talks about couple to throuple. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever been prouder.
Who wouldn't rave about that?
Yes, Jenny has some fantastic tech job.
Sure.
Who's really shining here?
You're the smarty
come
pants
on.
in this operation.
Come on.
Yeah.
You think that just anyone could have found that the dubstep music? I almost said sub-deep music.
Not the perfect one.
Different. Okay. So now they're back at the resort, and Brittany and Darian are chatting. They're chatting about Ike, and Darian's like, yeah, he really came at me, but it was okay. And she's like, I am curious, though, why you said you were bi-curious.
Yeah.
And Brittany's like, I don't know. Like, I like women, but, and basically they get to the point where Brittany finally says, I think I'm bi.
Yeah, which is fine, Brittany.
And Darian says that was a beautiful moment because she kind of came out to me. And I have to say,
I think she kind of came out to herself.
I feel like this version of Brittany is so much better than the processing version of Brittany.
Agreed. This is a vulnerable, open version of Brittany. I don't hate this version of Brittany.
You know what this is? This is like the internet now, like Google. Like you just bring up your phone, it opens right up. It's not that AOL that's processing for 24 hours.
No.
Hulk and Lauren tell Jess that Lauren's mom just needs some more education.
Yeah.
Like she's, she doesn't really know what's going on here. And that's fine. They're like fine with that.
Yeah.
And Jess says, I'm not just here for Hulk to get a side piece.
Right.
But that's what the mom thinks. And that's what's true, kind of.
It's not just kind of what's true. That is what's true.
Yeah. Lauren says, Mom just doesn't get it. Love should be multiplied, not divided.
Okay, Cody Brown. Oh, Jesus.
Mashley kind of recommit to Becca. And they're like, this is the relationship we think we want now. This is
We're
it.
here for this.
Yeah, we've caved, and now we are, just resigned to the fact that you're going to be with us in this.
100%.
Rashmel and Jonathan talk about them fucking around Chicago. And Jonathan's like, I don't know if I want to be open or closed. And Ramon's like, wait. Whoa. This isn't some like dubstep situation where we're out fucking around. We only make out with our friends.
Right.
And we haven't brought anybody back.
It's not random people. It's just all of our friends, all 700 of them that we
and
make out with on a regular basis.
In the alleys and in the bathrooms and in the airport bathrooms.
And just because we're at a club with these people, that makes them our friends. That's all it takes. So we're just making out with our friends. It's totally normal.
That guy who bought me a gin and tonic, he's my friend. And I'm going to fuck him behind the bar.
Of course I am. But we're just friends.
We're just friends.
It's fine.
We're just friends. So Jonathan's like, well, and Ramen goes, look, we don't care. We don't get jealous. What?
I was like, have you two met each other?
Ramen's like, I'm not a jealous guy. What? So Jonathan's like, well, I am a jealous guy. And I don't make out with my friends. Dun, dun, dun. So now we're back to like,
the more emotionally healthy one here. So
now we're back to like, will he peace out on them? This is wild.
I know.
So next time on, I didn't take a ton of notes. All I wrote is there's a real messy dinner and I'm here for it.
Oh my God, I can't wait. But I'm sad because it's only one more.
So Amanda, next time on, they will have to make a decision if they want to leave the resort together
Mhm.
or whatever, go home alone.
Right.
And they're on this platform, and the couple has to step forward if they want to go home together, and the single
Correct.
has to.
Yes.
Let's make some
They're
predictions.
walking the gangplank,
Mhm.
basically.
Let's make some predictions.
Okay.
Okay. What do you see happening with Rashmel?
Roshmel says yes. Jonathan says yes. But it
See,
comes apart in a week.
I think Jonathan is going to pull the ultimate fuck you. I think this was a sleeper situation, and
Oh, so
he's
he's
going to
gonna
burn
destroy
them
them.
at the end.
It could go that way. It
Mhm.
absolutely could go
Mhm.
that way. I don't feel strongly either way.
Well,
I feel strongly that Roshmol will say yes.
me too.
Roshmol is in.
Me too. Yes.
Whatever Jonathan does remains to be seen.
Well,
He's the wild card.
I wanted to believe in their love real hard until I
Mhm.
saw this last scene.
Yeah.
And where he kind of had this mischievous smile on his face, and he was like, "No, I
Oh,
do get jealous." And I think he's fucking with them. And I think he is going to blow this up. Oh my god, I'm hoping for it.
I kinda hope so. I
Okay.
don't wanna see Ramen cry, but I do wanna see Ramen
I
cry, if
want
that
to
makes
see
sense.
Ramen fly into a rage.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanna see him lose his shit
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think it'll happen.
What are we thinking about Mashley?
They're going home alone.
I
They're
agree.
not bringing Becca with them.
But do you think they're saying no, or Becca, or both?
I think both are saying no. I think Becca
Hmm.
feels um, too objectified, too third choicey for this. She's like,
Hmm.
"I'll come back and bang around for a night. I mean, I'm here, I may as well."
Yeah.
But this isn't what she wants for her long term, and I think Mashley are gonna be like, "No, we need to go back to Brooklyn and do Brooklyn things."
You know what would be interesting is, do I want to see who they have step forward first. Like
Is it the couple
more,
or the
who has
single?
more agency in the choice?
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Or
Because
do they mesh it up based on how they know it's gonna go?
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. Hmm. I predict Mashley is going to step forward
Okay.
and Becca is not.
Okay.
Okay. What do we think about Shitney?
I don't know. Maybe Shitney will just break up. Maybe the 2 of them will break up.
Maybe all three of them will step away from each other.
Right, be like, "I don't wanna be a part of any of this because you all are lunatics."
I think they're going to say no, and
I think they're gonna
Darian will
say no
say
too.
yes.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
Yep. All right, guys. That's it. This was a short one, but not much
Mhm.
happened
Oh, well,
because
no,
there
we didn't
was.
talk about, Hulk and Lauren
Oh my
and
god! Oh
and
my god!
Jess.
How could I forget Hulk and Lauren?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, what is your prediction for them? I think they're all saying yes.
I think they're all saying yes to it, it'll come apart in a week.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what we need? We don't need a reunion, right? We
We
need
need Where Are
a
They
whole
6 months from
show.
now
A whole show
of how
following these idiots when they get home.
what happens when they return home.
Mhm.
Yes, I
Mhm.
agree.
Mhm.
Even if they're not with their person, I wanna see it.
I just want cameras on Hulk all the time. What is he
That
doing? What's he
what is
getting? What is he eating? What is he How much iron is he pumping?
I don't think
How
we
much
wanna
whey
see what he's
protein is
eating.
he eating? How many goosebumps does he have? What's happening?
What does their bathroom smell like? Whey
Oh,
protein and human growth hormone.
there we go. There we go.
It's not good. It's not
All
good.
right, guys. This is it.
Yeah,
Next week's
this
the
was an
end.
important episode, there just wasn't a lot to talk about.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
No, but next week I think will be I hope it's long. I hope it's
Next
longer than
week's
an hour.
next week's gonna be messy.
Can't wait.
And we have Agents of Chaos, Mashley, stirring
Mhm.
shit up.
Everywhere.
And Ramen's gonna take the bait, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna be jumping in there.
Of
Yep.
course. Of
Yep.
course. He can't resist because he has the emotional maturity of like a 7-year-old.
He does. And
But
I'm
I
here
love
for
him.
it. I'm here
Mhm,
for it. Mhm.
mhm.
Guys, if you haven't already, check out our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends. The link is in the show notes. Also, the link to our merch shop is in the show notes. Get
I
yourself a
know.
t-shirt, get yourself a mug.
Mhm.
Ladies of a
I have
certain
both a mug
age.
and a t-shirt.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
Also, if you want to support the show, you can sponsor us over on Little Miss Recap Extra, which is on Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscriptions, where you get your Sister Wives rewatch,
Mhm.
you get some Gen X stuff, and a bunch of other stuff. I can't go through it all.
It's gonna be great.
You know what's there.
You know all the stuff.
And if you can't support us, leave us a review.
Mhm.
Tell your mom about us. Maybe she'll listen. I
She
don't know.
might.
She might.
I mean, if your mom's into some freaky shit, she might be into this. I don't know. My mom would not be into this, but your mom might be.
Well, my mom's home solving murder. She doesn't have time to watch
She's
Couple of
busy.
Throuples.
She already has other things to do.
Yeah, she's on the couch solving a crime. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Amanda, thank you for being here, and we'll see
My
everybody
pleasure.
soon. Bye.
Take care, everyone.